Hey guys, today we've got a Sea to Sky RT and we're going to install the spoiler LED. So unlike previous generation, we have these skid plates that would run down here, and this particular model, it's pretty empty, the cavity down here, and having a skid plate down here, if you were to hit anything down here, you probably would do more damage having an empty cavity down here. So for those of you that like to run lights down here, there's a really nice surface that go all the way around, and I'm going to show you guys how to install the light here on the front. And it actually gets protected really nice because the way that the front spoiler is designed, this actually does come up and it resides on this outer lip, which is towards the top and up. And what I've actually done is I've gone ahead and I've taped off the top side, and I've taped off just half of this particular side. So I've gone ahead, the way I've taped it off is just about the width of the actual LED. As you can see, I've taken the line and I've just gone straight back to the end, and same from the front, I've just gone straight back to the end here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this off with the alcohol and put primer. And I'm going to go ahead and finish taping this off on this side and also repeat on this side. So for 2020 and up, all the way till 2023, you'll have to run a power fender harness coming out of the fender here, and your power fender harness will reside under here, and you'll have the 2-pin harness that you will plug into. Now on the 2024 and up, you will have a power fender harness that you can plug into down here, and that you can get your straight 2-pin 12-volt power from here. So I'd like to show you guys what it actually looks like, the plug coming out of your power fender harness. So you will have this splitter. So coming out of whichever year you have, and if you run the power fender harness, it will plug into this particular plug. And on the other end, it'll be connected that looks like this. So if you're running anything dual color, such as your A-arm lights, you'll have a module that plugs into this 3-pin. But right next to it is a 2-pin, and we've prepared this 2-pin to run items such as this particular spoiler light. So this 2-pin, you'll have the light here, which is actually just a straight 2-pin, and you'll just plug it straight here, and you'll have a key power. When you turn on your key, this particular light will also turn on. So very easy, you can run this off the left side or the right side. So let's go ahead and finish taping this off. We'll clean it with alcohol and primer it, and we'll go ahead and start sticking the LED on. Now I've finished taping this off, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this cleaned off with the supplied alcohol. We'll let that dry and then come back around and apply your primer and let that dry. Okay, so I've shown you the plug for the power fender harness here earlier, and I've gone ahead and I've connected the extension wire that you would get with that, and I've plugged it into the 2-pin there, and I've basically run it underneath the A-arm, and I route it above the radiator. It's nice as you've got a little kind of placeholder right up here for the wire, so I've kind of run it above here to kind of hold the wire. And I've run it down, and I'm going to catch the wire right here for the LED. And I've gone ahead and I've put some dielectric grease, and I'll just go ahead and I'll make my connection here. then we can go ahead and test this real quick. So with the key turned on, I've got my light. It's turned on. And we can go ahead and we can start adhering this all the way around. What I'd like to do before we start is I want to go ahead and just peel the bottom blue tape off. So this way you'll get a nice clean surface. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and put this on. And so what you'd want to do is, what I've done is I've marked off about 1 inch off of the edge here. So on this blue tape, I've just taken my ruler, marked about 1 inch, and I've put a black Sharpie mark right there. And that's where I'm going to start the edge of the LED, about 1 inch from the edge. And that's where I will have my starting point. So this way we will be even on both sides. So what you want to do is you want to stick it on, but don't stretch the LED. So peel away a little bit at a time and just follow the top of the blue tape here. And just simply follow this all the way around. You've got a nice flat edge to follow all the way around. So just peel back small sections at a time. And this will lay down really nice and flat. It's got such a nice curve here right up in the front. All right. All right, so and once we finish all that, we can go ahead and pull this blue tape off. Then what I'll do is I'm just gonna wrap this around and zip tie everything nice and tight. And we'll go ahead and turn this on. All right, guys, so here's the finished product. We got all the tape removed. I've got my grills back on. And again, 1 inch off the edge here. Just a beautiful, clean line. Just super sharp. All right, guys, so this is the Spoiler LED 2020 and up RT.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you new content and innovative products.